Hello everyone, big news! The Windows 11 version 25H2 has officially been released in the release preview channel. So why is this important? Well, because the release preview channel is the last stop before general availability. So making version 25H2 available here signals that the final release is close, and it helps Microsoft to test servicing, cumulative updates, and the ISO files before everyone gets it. So what is Windows 11 version 25H2? Version 25H2 is the next major release of the operating system, but it will be enabled as an enablement package for devices already running version 24H2, which means that complete reinstallation is not required. Let me explain this a little bit more. Despite being labeled as a major update, Windows 11 version 25H2 shares the same core files as version 24H2. This means that both versions are pretty much identical. Instead of releasing a full operating system upgrade, Microsoft will deliver version 25H2 as an enablement package that unlocks dormant features already present in version 24H2. If you already have version 24H2, the 25H2 update will install quickly using Windows Update, and it will simply activate the new features and bump the version number. This update is expected to be more focused on stability, bug fixes, and refining existing features rather than introducing a new vast array of complete new functionalities. This is somewhat in response to some of the issues that has been reported about version 24H2, even though the company touts version 24H2 as one of the best releases. The key takeaway is that from the technical standpoint, Windows 11 version 24H2 and 25H2 are functionally the same. The main differences lie in the features that Microsoft may decide to enable only in the new update. However, we're expecting that pretty much the same features that are available on version 25H2 will be available on 24H2. Upgrading also extends the support's life cycle by another 24 months, which is a key consideration for long-term stability and security updates. Now, if you're coming from version 23H2 or an older release, you will have to perform a complete reinstallation of the operating system or using a clean installation to upgrade to 25H2. When will this update be officially available for everyone? At this time, Microsoft hasn't shared the exact date, but if we follow previous releases, we can tell that the feature update will be available sometime in October 2025. So what features will be available on version 25H2? Okay, so since version 24H2 and 25H2 are virtually the same, pretty much all the new features and changes that we have been seeing in the past cumulative updates on version 24H2, those changes will also be part of the new feature set for version 25H2. However, some additional features will include the new Start menu design that combines the Pin section and the All Apps menu into one experience with a bigger interface that also allows you to disable the Recommended section. Also, on group policy, Microsoft is adding a new option that allows you to debloat the operating system, but this is only available for new accounts. So if you need to create a new account, you can enable this policy and you can remove pretty much all the default apps from the Microsoft Store on a new account. Now, this option is technically only available on group policy because it's aimed to network administrators, but anyone can use it. This feature might also include some other features, but they're not clear at this time. Microsoft also said that it's removing PowerShell 2.0 and the Windows Management Instrumentation Command Line, or WMIC, from the operating system. So how you can get this update? Well, right now you can get the final version as a preview through the release preview channel. Once you enroll your computer in the channel, which you can do through the Windows Insider Program settings, you will have to choose the release preview and then restart the computer. Then, on Windows Update, just click the Check for Updates button, and then the computer will download the latest update for Windows 11 version 24H2. Once that update is installed and you restart the computer, you will need to open the settings app one more time, and then you will see this option to upgrade to version 25H2. If you don't see it, you may have to click the Check for Updates button again, and then after clicking the Download and Install button, the enablement package will download and install on your computer in just a few minutes. However, it is important to note that Microsoft rolls out new features and changes gradually. So even if you upgrade your computer to the latest version, which in this case is 25H2, it might take some time until you see all the improvements. So I already went through the steps to enroll the computer into the release preview channel, and I installed the latest update for version 24H2. So if we go to System, About, you can see that I'm running version 24H2 and the build number is 26100.5074. So now we're just going to go through the upgrade process, and right now I'm just going to click the download and install option. After a few minutes, the enablement package is going to download and install your computer, and the only thing you have to do is just to click the Restart Now button. And that's it. Now you have upgraded your computer to version 25H2. So now if we go to the Settings app and then we go to System, About, then you can see that we are on version 25H2. Now, another question you might have is like, what's going to happen once the final version is actually available to everyone and you install the feature update through the release preview channel? And the answer is that you can keep the installation, because once the new version of the operating system is available through the release preview channel, one thing you can do is to go to Windows Update and then go to the Windows Insider program. And then from here, you can use the Stop Getting Preview Bills. And from here, you can choose the Unenroll option. And what this will do is to gracefully opt you out of the program once the final version becomes available to everyone. So from this point that you're downloading the version 25H2 from the release preview channel, you will continue to get updates through the Windows Insider program. But since you turn on this feature, once version 25H2 becomes officially available to everyone in the stable channel, then your computer will switch from the Windows Insider program to the stable channel, and you can keep the same installation on the stable channel, and it will continue to get updates for as long version 25H2 is supported. Actually, what you should do is to enroll your computer into the Windows Insider program in the release preview channel, go through the process to upgrade from version 24H2 to 25H2, and immediately after the upgrade is complete, just go to the Windows Insider program settings, and then on this page, just make sure to turn on the Unenroll option. And finally, will this update delete your files or break your installation? I do want to answer this question because I get this on every update, either on feature updates and on cumulative updates. And let me just say that technically speaking, no, upgrading for version 24H2 to 25H2, that shouldn't cause like any major issues. However, updates can always cause problems, so you have to make sure you have a backup before proceeding. Actually, you should always have a recovery plan, because you never know when a piece of hardware is going to break and it's going to break your installation, and you can also lose your files. So again, this update should not delete your files or break your installation, but just keep a backup in case you need to roll back if something happens. And that's it. That is pretty much all you need to know about the latest version of Windows 11 now that it's officially available as a preview through the release preview channel. Now, let me know in the comments if you will be upgrading early to this new version. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.